All right, welcome back to another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and with me, I got my boy them Sam and Walter, and we talking everything West Indies cricket. Well, we lost, but somebody commented and said there should be wait name. Yeah, where's Carly Tom name?
And they were spot on because that was the plan since this morning, right? You should
We
find the name
lost,
of the person, but yeah, respect.
I,
Yeah,
I,
man.
I tell you what, it was a great advert for the T20 game, right? That match this morning was a great advert for the T20 game. It's what it's what it should look like. It's not that one team making 200 odd and then the other team folding, and which West Indies were in danger of doing. You know, it was great to see that back end of Powell and Shepherd and later on Ford, putting up a fight. And there's two instances, there's two things that struck me in the game where West Indies lost the plot. Well, matter of fact, three things. And I'll let you guys chime in after I say what I say, right? How we started the game. We didn't get out of first gear until probably like around the fifth over or something like that. Right? I think we soaked up a lot of dot balls in that around that the first to the fifth over, including losing the wicket of Brandon King. Brandon has got to figure some things out. Yeah, not too sure what's going on with him. He's really got to figure some things out. That was really, really a terrible shot. A terrible shot. Secondly, the amount of runs that we scored in the middle and back end, especially the middle overs, the amount of runs that we scored. And we talked about that last night during the last on the last episode that we did
review.
The review that we did last night. And where I thought we truly lost the game is where the way how New Zealand fielded. The young man that made Mark Chapman, that made that 78, which was a brilliant knock, by the way. He pulled off a number of saves on the boundary. Off top of my head, I can remember him saving at least about 10 runs on the boundary. How many runs did we lose by?
Three.
3 runs. Mark Chapman literally won that game for New Zealand last night by himself with his fielding and his batting and his catching, by the way. He was brilliant last night. So that is where I thought we lost the game. But like I said, kudos to the way Rob Powell batted, Romario Shepherd. Kudos to the way those fellas batted. I know Sam, you listened to the game most of the way.
Well, while still in bed, so I said, listen, you're not fully tuned in.
Yeah, you're not fully tuned in.
Yeah, but for me, if I can jump to the stats. Last night I spoke about the middle overs, right? So New Zealand won that, no surprise there. Won 16 for 3 versus West Indies 105 for 5, middle overs. And as you noted, we didn't get, this seems to be the recurring theme, not getting good starts.
Yeah.
Right? 47 without loss is how New Zealand started their power play.
Yeah. Nice.
West Indies 36 for 1. So it's not only about the amount of runs they had above us, but no wicket loss.
Yeah.
You see? So we have that. In terms of dot balls, you were concerned about that. For West Indies, it was 43%, which would amount about the same, 51 dot balls or what have you. As opposed to New Zealand, 33% dot balls. Good. Extras, we gave them 12. They gave us only 9. Remember the previous game, That's why I said we won, but 15 extras from New Zealand. That's what they gave us. So they're coming back. You see where my story going, right? There you go.
3 runs, right?
3 runs.
3 runs.
So we definitely, just to tighten up things. And this is the thing about T20 games, that's why, there's often been said cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. Yeah. I think when you come to T20 matches, you can put a square on that. Uncertainty squared.
Yeah.
That's what it is, But like I said, in a way, I kind of enjoy this game, or from the little I was able to pick up, looking at highlights, what have you. In a way, it was somewhat more enjoyable than game one. We lost, but the fight, again, final overs, 63 for 2. We took that versus New Zealand 44 for 2. So I think the guys would have gone in there and, it would have been, boy, if we could have done this or if that. But I still feel mentally, I think we're in a good place. Well, say for Brandon King, I'm not sure how to deal with that.
Eddie, are you guys dropping him for the next match?
I would. I would definitely go Ame Jangu. I have no problem starting 2 left-handers at the top. You understand me? I would definitely go Ame Jangu. Jangu has played, 1 match on between Bangladesh and here so far. I think he's played 1 match.
Very good occasion.
It's been, and he didn't do too badly in the 1 match that he played.
Yeah, he batted well.
He batted well, right?
A lot of times when he plays, he bats well.
Yeah, I can't understand for the life of me, why he's not playing, right? But it is what
I told you guys last match, last show that we did. I think that if Brandon don't watch himself, he probably might be dropped altogether. Just he might go the same route as Mr. Moti. So yeah, for me, I watched obviously again I woke up I woke up a little early, but I look at the scores like I ain't able. I was tired. As y'all know, my commute is a long one in every day. During the week, that is. And so I was like, I could deal with get some more sleep. And so when I woke up and I saw we were 8 or something for 4 or 5, I was like, oh shoot. And that was kind of motivation. Then I wake up, I was like, shoot, we lost by 3 once. I was like, it was a closer game. And then looking at the highlights is some very good hitting. I mean, the shot that Rahman played, maybe I think he should have gone straight. And
so I was just about to, I was waiting for you to finish so I can share my thoughts on some of the shot making, or how should I put this? The shots played left a lot to be desired, right? The wickets that we lost. Mr. Athanaze again, reverse, right? New Zealand essentially did what Bangladesh did recently, bowl straight. You miss, I hit. I'll let you make the mistake.
Playing across the line with the ball.
Exactly. Athanaze going across the line. What's
Hope too, right?
Say it.
Then Hope play across the line too.
Somewhat played across the line, got bowled down. The shot that Powell played, or Akeem O'Geese. Everybody is play straight. I keep saying play straight. Play the percentage.
Play in the V.
Yeah.
Play straight. We blinked in that last over. We blinked. Matthew Ford did a great job to get us 9 or 10 runs off the first 3 deliveries. He
was playing straight.
Yeah, it should have been a coast after that.
Yeah.
Right. The delivery that Rovman Powell got, it was a slower ball. play the ball back where it came from. The ball was full. It was full enough to play the ball back where it came from. Cardinal sin. His head went one direction, the bat went a different direction. The only thing that can happen after then is the ball going straight up in the air. And so said, so done.
You know what I was thinking when I was looking at the highlights with Athanasis? I was like, this fella can bat. The shots that he played,
He can
but
bat.
it's like I am telling you guys, like I've watched Athanasis and the last like 5 times he's batted or even more, he has got himself out. He has not gotten a good ball since. He has played bad shots every single time.
No one has earned his wicket yet on this tour. No one has earned his wicket.
From Bangladesh right through.
Bangladesh,
For matter of fact, even in India.
yeah.
But gentlemen, maybe here's something to consider. Suppose Alec Athanasis is playing a particular role.
No,
And that role forces him to, I don't know, take these chances.
And yes.
I'm just asking. I don't.
Legitimate question, right? Legitimate question. But if it is that when you play this particular shot, right? Because, all right, let's take the delivery from last night where he got out. He could have played a regular sweep shot to that delivery.
Yeah.
That ball was on leg.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right.
It actually pitched up. Matter of fact, it pitched outside leg stump. And he tried to fetch it back to the offside with a reverse sweep. Because it's premeditated. Had he just played the ball on merit, it would have been a nice, whether you want a lap sweep or whatever the case, and you get runs behind you. But he's already premeditated that he's gonna reverse sweep Ishsori. So all Ishsori had to do is just bowl it a little wide of him. Now you got to fetch this delivery, and it lobs up in the air. Come on, man, a little bit more care.
Maybe I should read what Cricket 4 has, right? Athanasis. Reverse sweep, and this time Athanasis has to depart. Tossed up fuller length ball on the stumps. Premeditated the reverse sweep. Miscued the stroke and skied it high towards short third.
Yeah.
Duffy tracks back under the night sky and holds on to it in the end.
Yeah. It was full on leg. A regular sweep shot would have done the job.
Somebody commented some weeks ago, I think it was, I don't know where. Boy, old age beats him, that Brian Lara, they used to try all this. No. Brian Lara didn't play reverse sweep, it was the regular
sweep shot. Regular sweep shot.
I don't know if it was Walter or maybe Mason, I guess. Someone was commenting on it. Maybe Mason, I guess. Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the reverse sweep. You understand? It has a sweep.
Right. Yeah.
But when you get to the point of premeditating and the bowler sees what you're doing.
Yeah, does.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull it. Especially as you're facing spin.
Exactly. I don't like Ishsori took 3 wickets last night. None of them deserved. This morning, I should say. None of them deserved. All 3 shots, poor shots. Very, very poor shots. Shai Hope lost his wicket to him early out in the piece. If I'm not mistaken, Hope lost his wicket too.
And even earlier, let's look back the highlights. This week, he almost got probably a close.
No, that was Santner. He lost his wicket to. Sorry, that was Santner. Early out in the piece, he lost his wicket to Santner.
Kev, I gotta exactly what you're saying. Where he took the ball from. Would we get strikes if we show a still?
No.
All right, I'll show you so people could know that. I'll share on my screen.
Okay.
so people could see when you say what you say, you're saying that you make sense. You're not just bluffing people. You guys seeing, look where he's taking the ball from.
Yeah, look where he's taking the ball from.
It's not too clear, but yeah, he's taking it from here.
Yeah,
The ball is somewhere here.
that's a regular. That's a regular
Yeah,
sweep.
yeah, 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 yeah. He does look, he's there. You see it?
Yeah, it's a regular sweep shot.
So all he had to do is swing it down. Yeah, so yeah. So you're not bluffing us.
Regular sweep shot.
Mhm.
Probably to picked up 4.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He's talented, so
Yeah,
but that's not
he's a
blame him.
talented young man. He's a talented young man.
And whenever like the shots that they played, whenever they hit the ball straight, they got full value for shots
Yeah.
because it's small ground.
Hmm.
And there's not like a large wind coming across the ground or anything like that. So you could kind of play anyway. And even the ones that they hit was wrong short or long hops, so you could pull those. Yes, that was good ones. But you could have seen once they played straight, every one of them. Yeah.
The difference between teams that are struggling like West Indies and the good teams like New Zealand and South Africa, Australia, India is those guys figure out how to win, especially by the small margins, right? A lot of T20 games come down to very small margins. And it's who do the little things better over a longer period of time. And that's where we struggled last night, right? We needed to do the little things better. We needed to do, in that last over, it required the basics, hitting the ball straight. Basic.
Every time you talk about hitting the ball straight, who jumps in my mind? Tendulkar.
Yeah. Sachin Tendulkar made a living off of hitting the ball straight back past the bowler.
Colin Stewart and I went to University of Ghana together. He played a few matches for social science. And he was a cool dude. So the man said, well, good length. Tendulkar came, hit it back. He said, all right, I can live there. Next ball, 4 runs. same,
Off the same leg.
Off the same leg.
Same
He's
leg.
like, but the man came and defended it, check it, same leg, same ball. Straight back down the ground. The man said, and it's not like no big butt.
No, it's done but timing.
It's just,
timing.
It's like, okay. He was like, okay. This is why he's arguably one of the top 3 greatest batsmen ever.
Yeah.
Arguably, yeah. But you're right. It's the simple things.
What do you guys make of Akil Hussein's 1 over again? Yes, he went for 23, but would you have seen that the other bowlers were taking licks? Jaden Seals took licks. Jason Holder took licks. Shepard took licks. Would you have given him at the minimum 3 overs?
I didn't watch the game to see where I probably would have bowled him. But we need, like, even somebody like Akil, he should have bowled another over, probably taking one from Jaden Seals, because he's the number 1, number 2 bowler in the world, T20 bowler in the world. So we can't get such a above average bowler, above good bowler, and he reached a great status yet, but he is our best T20 bowler. It's just he shouldn't. We need to trust him, regardless if 2 left-handers are batting or not.
One of the things, just looking at the stats here, is that Hussein bowled 3 wides. I don't know what that I don't know. I don't know what that says. if how that factored into whatever. But I agree with what Walter, had to say there. Sometimes when you see somebody struggles on an over, you just throw them right back in it. Talk to them and figure out, all right, at which point they can come in. I miss this part for sure. When I quote unquote woke up, it was like 17 overs in, and then it's between sleep and wake, right? So I can't give you any much details, but I would say, yeah, you should have gotten one more, But again, I don't know the full details, what would have factored into them saying, all right, just give him one over. And I'll tell you why I would support giving him at least another one, maybe even two other overs. Your information gathering, right? Your information gathering. You got 3 more matches to come. Are you going to drop him? I don't expect that to be the case.
Exactly.
You see? So your information gathering, try and talk to him, whatever. But again, I don't know what might have been happening there. I don't. I don't know that there's any bowler who would say, no, captain, I don't want to bowl. So I can't tell you. I don't know.
It is what it is. As we asked earlier, would we make any changes in the lineup, especially in the batting department, right? I think we can finish it up on this end here. We can wrap up the what's the name on this end. Would we make any changes in because I'm quite satisfied with the bowling lineup. Honestly, what I'm right now, I don't have a problem with it, right? Because both teams bowlers took tap last night. But I would definitely do something different with the batting lineup. Who?
Django for King.
Django for King.
I'll give Akeem another match. I might be tempted to bring back in
Sharfin.
Might.
I leave in Sharfin. Let Sharfin talk till 4. Because remember, like I said, guys, it's also about information gathering.
Okay.
So, I will let him chill for a bit.
I would
give Auguste, or you call it Auguste. Give Auguste a third game, and then we switch for Sharfin.
I can live with that. I can definitely live with Brandon taking a rest. It's been a tough tour of India and Bangladesh and now New Zealand for him. And sometimes you have to know when to take a player out to the firing line, right? I think it would make sense right now for Sammy to say, hey, Brandon, catch a 5.
And we need him for the test.
Yeah, right.
So perhaps, there's a tour match at some point, but depending on how the ODIs go, bring him in for the last ODI. I don't know.
I think we need him more for the ODIs. But he needs to catch his head, sit a bit, watch the game. And before I go, I also I didn't congratulate the boys, but I think they did well. And it was a good game. And as you guys said, I like the fight. As our friend Joshua said, I like watching games like these where West Indies, yes, we could have done a little better. We could have done some things tighter, but at least we took it to the end. And back in the day, we could have we easy folded for and be bowled out for 120. You understand? So there is something that's happening, and we must also compliment, give Sammy his flowers again, because people saying we bias and we only like Sammy and his Guyanese, and I don't know where to come from, but yeah.
Listen, everybody got an opinion, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't watched much of Top of War.
Yeah, I can tell that individual.
A lot of videos,
Yeah, I can tell that individual has.
But the Sammy videos are easy to find, folks. Just go down and you can see the thumbnails with Sammy there and just check it out.
I tell everybody that because there's been quite a few people who have said we don't like Sammy and there's a Guyanese bias. Just if you think there's a Guyanese bias, just go back and watch. Just go back and watch. Right? Just go back.
In fact, one of the points to note, coming off of the CPL, Walter was adamant that Moti, and we were saying, I think you and I, Kev, you were saying, going back to the what's that, this global super league or what have you, he seemed to have been figuring things out. He even said, he's able to slow the ball up a little bit more and what have you. But Walter was like, nah, from what he saw in the CPL, it's like, nah, man. We call it how we see it.
Yeah, we call it how we see it. I think with Moti, it was a matter of him not trusting his stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the great Shane Warne late great Shane Warne always used to say one thing: if you're a spinner, you're going to get some tap, right? You got to be willing to get some tap.
Hey, I know, but nobody.
You understand me? You got to be willing. Because
which brings me to the point: when did Akil Hussein bowl those whites? Because he got hit for like what, 2 sixes or something, apparently. So did the whites come after those sixes? Because when as you say, when you get top, you start to lose.
I don't know. I'll say this before we go. One of the things that I guess we were blessed with is learning fast. And I remember when you're getting hit as a spinner, like the natural tendency is to push the ball through faster. And I remember in Turks and Caicos, I was playing with an older guy. And he's like, Walter, you could turn the ball. You don't need to do that. Give it ear. Let him come after you. He can hit you, but you're going to get him. I get hit, yes, but I end up getting like 3 or 4 in the same match, just because of the. And this was saying, is like, this is why I guess with cricket you need older players, but I know they've been telling him that. I know that they've telling everybody telling just slow it down, bro. And he has it. You know what should be Moti's point of reference? That ball that he bowled
to Ben Stokes.
Yeah, that's it. You won't get a magic ball, but the idea of the ball, if you understand.
Yeah. There's two deliveries that I've seen from Moti that sticks with me. The one to Ben Stokes and the one to Tim David recently in the CPL. I could tell you, even to a day like today, Tim David don't know what went on. All he knows is off stump was knocked out to the ground. Right? And that's all. Moti should go back, find those 2 deliveries, and try to repeat as much as possible. You are going to get hit. You are going to get hit. It's inevitable. But how do you respond? You go away from doing what really works? Anyways, fellas, Saturday morning, the boys will be back at it again. We ain't got to walk. So, are they from ball 1 this time? You're muted, Sam.
Yeah, I got to go and run/walk Saturday morning. It's about 2 weeks I ain't go there, but let's see. Let's see.
Maybe we should do a slight watch along. Fans might like it,
Yeah.
People they want to get up.
I would much rather we do that with the 1-day game. That's because those matches starts at 8 p.m. at night.
I got that. Yeah.
I think we can do a watch along with the ones at 8 p.m. at night. Anyways, though, fellas, I gotta run. Good having you guys on board. See y'all again on Saturday. Top of off, it in with Veins. We lost, but
all right.